Hello everyone, let's talk about the difference between a trustee and a beneficiary. I know when we're talking about trusts, it can be complicated. It is a little confusing. What's the trustor? What's the trustee? Who's the beneficiary? But let me break it down for you a little bit, and hopefully this will make a big difference. So I usually say there are three roles, three people in a trust. We have the grantor or the trustor, who's the person creating the trust. That will be you, for example, if you decide to get a revocable trust. We have the trustees. The trustees are the persons who are in charge of managing the assets in the trust according to the terms of the trust. As long as you are well and the trust says so, you are also the trustee. So the owner usually in a revocable trust is also the trustee. They're also the managers. Everything is still theirs. They have full control over it. And then we have the beneficiaries, who are the people who are to benefit, of course, from those trust assets. I like to say that the owner is also the trustee and the beneficiary during their lifetime, meaning that the trust's assets are to be used for the owner's benefit until they pass. The trust may say other things, may have other beneficiaries, for example, a spouse, even if the spouse may not be a co-owner, a co-grantor of that trust, maybe a child, a dependent, and so on. But to summarize it, we have the grantor or the trustor. That's the person creating the trust, you. We have the trustee. That's the person in charge of managing the trust. That's also you, as long as you're alive and well. But then if you become incapacitated or when you die, in the terms of the trust, you designate a successor trustee. And the wording is very simple. If I become incapacitated or when I die, I appoint this person as my successor trustee. If this person cannot do it or doesn't want to do it, I appoint this other person, and so on. So that's trustees. Usually the owner is the initial trustee, and then we have designated successor trustees. Sometimes the trustors may say the three kids can designate a trustee. So it doesn't have to be someone necessarily nominated. We may have corporate trustees. That's for another video. And then the beneficiaries, the owner, they're still their assets as long as they're alive. So they are lifetime beneficiary, or upon their death, they designate other beneficiaries. When I die, when we die, this is who we want. We want our three kids to split everything three ways, or our grandkids, or whatever you put in your trust. There are no rules. This is your money. You should decide who gets what. And you can even put conditions in terms on how that money is to be distributed or spent and such. Again, the difference between a trustee and a beneficiary, can they be the same person? Yes, they can. For example, if you say, I designate my son as my successor trustee, and your son is maybe the sole beneficiary, or your son may be one of three beneficiaries. Can they be the same person? Yes, they can. There are a lot of things to consider there. Can they be impartial, especially if there are other beneficiaries? Are they willing and able to serve as trustees? Is this going to be too much? It can be time consuming, and so on. Again, watch our other educational videos and learn some tips on who to pick as trustee. But that's the difference. The trustee is the person in charge. The beneficiary is the person who benefits from the assets of the trusts. According to the terms of the trust, the trustee is bound by those terms. I hope this video helped. We have lots of other videos. Sign up to or subscribe, I guess, to our YouTube channel, and email me if you have any topics for future videos. Thank you for watching.